Hi guys, and welcome back to my Pokemon Nuzlocke through Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. This is episode 4, and last time we managed to beat Commander Mars, which is the biggest threat for a long time in this game. So now, mostly with the gyms, I have nothing to worry about. And all my Pokemons are healthy. No, need some healing. And as you can see, all of them except for Barry has gained some Poké Capsule markers. And as well as I'm doing this, it is time to head to the biggest bug forest in this game and meet Cheryl. And for all of you that's played Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, even these remakes, you know about Cheryl. She's the green-haired girl with the chance you help through the forest. And in a regular playthrough, that's fine because she will heal your Pokemon automatically. And you just can go through the forest and then capture all the Pokemon you want, because she might kill the Pokemon you want before you have a chance to catch it. And since we don't have any hurry, I will just go around and try to get everybody up to level 20. So, let's talk to you. But in a Nuzlocke, Cheryl or Shirley, I also say Shirley, she may be Cheryl. Yeah, you will correct me in the comments below what her name is. In a Nuzlocke, that's when the problem becomes with her. Because of the fact that she will probably kill your encounter. And it happened to a lot of Poketubers, and probably you too as well. Like you get the Wurmple and a Baneri. Of course you maybe want the Baneri just because of your cute Pokemon, or you like Baneri more and you like a Beautifly or Tox. Or you're just a really big fan of Purpleclef and his favorite Pokemon is Baneri. Now I think this Dito, Baneri thinks this what it did to one of his randomized Nuzlocke, which was named Shad. Anyway, so yeah, in Nuzlocke she's a big problem because if you want one of the encounter, you have to knock out the Chansey before you knock out the wild Pokemon, and that can take a while because Chansey is a beefy Pokemon. She or he has a lot of bulk. So frankly, I will probably have the route up in front so I can knock the shit out of a Chansey before they do something to my encounters. Because if anything a Nuzlocke I hate is losing an encounter because you usually have rock types. So let's have a safety measure for you. That's a cell thing. Yeah, it's probably as good to use them in Nuzlocke, but I never use these items. I'm just selling them right away. That's a problem I'm gonna do as well. Alright, yeah, you a lot of you dudes. So, let's have some fun. Come on, Frank! Boom. Now, here's a question for you guys. How do you feel about the older hiker versus some of the newer hiker in Pokemon? I mean, mostly from Sun and Moon up, most hikers has been very lean looking and with a big backpack. And in all the games, as you can see for this fella over here, they're quite fluffy around the stomach areas. Truly, they have eaten pretty well, haven't they? And I know some Poketubers out there has been talking about how these older versions are not really hiker looking compared to Sun and Moon's, and I think Scar and Divine and stuff like that, because they're actually looking pretty lean and fit and actually look the part of, yeah, they do a lot of walks. For me, I actually see two things from this. Yes, like, if you walk so much, you probably are very lean. But if you go along journeys a couple of times a year or something like that, you may be like fit when you're young, but when you get older, you can still fill some pounds, and you can still gain pounds during the journey. Everything is about how much you walk and how much you eat. Like, because yeah, walking is a very nice exercise, but if you only walk and not do anything else and still eat like a king, it will not really have the same results as you think. So these older hikers, they're older and for the younger hikers nowadays in Sun and Moon, Scar and Divide and stuff like that. The hikers there look a bit younger, so they're more active. This guy's looking pretty mid-40s, stuff like that. Late 30s to mid-40s, I would say. So he has probably done this for quite a while. He has lived a life, and he might even have a home in the mountains. So he's a hiker because he has to hike down, up and down to the village to get his groceries, maybe. And he may maybe even have his family up there, and he lives a good life. So that he has a couple extra pounds more than you expect for a hiker to have makes still sense. So both, for me at least, have the part of a hiker, but in different age stages. But that's a question for you guys. What do you think? Do you think that these older hikers should have been as lean as the more recent hikers has been? Or do you think that a chubby, fluffy hiker still makes sense? That's a question for you to comment down below. I think I can still kill you. Oh no. Oh, that's a growth, that's a growth, that's a growth. We need to switch, we need to switch, we need to switch. Come on, come on, come on. Frank, 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 Frank. Frank, you should not die. Come on, Vax. Kill this little Badoo. Badoo not scare the one we have with our team. That doesn't really help. Like, a team leader is very good at an ability, but that does nothing for a Badoo. They usually are a special attacker. But stab wing attack is what's gonna help us here. So I hope all of you also have kind of a nice summer day with a nice sunny day, or if you're like me, prefer, even though it's a summer day, you want the clouds a front. Right now it's a cloudy sky above my apartment at least, and that's what I kind of like. But we have also been confirmed that it might do some thunder and lightning is tomorrow. And what that means normally, for anyone who has lived long enough, you know that usually means it's gonna be a very dry air outside. So even if like the clouds are in front, when you go outside, it's gonna feel like, where is the air? I need oxygen in my lungs, man. Man, Frank has been not good against a couple of trainers here. Well, at least you don't get the intimidate on you. Alright, let's go. You know what, you can actually need some training. But yeah, for me, I truly like when clouds are out. I don't really like the sun. And that's mostly because I am very warm as a person. Meaning, like, for me, like, if it's at 20 degrees Celsius outside, for me it's almost like it's 35, stuff like that. I'm very sensitive to, like, warm weather and heat in general. But an opposite of that coin is I can't feel the cold weather. Like, it could be minus 10, 15, decent wind and snowing, and I can still go with just shorts and t-shirt, and I do not feel the cold, which many has been telling me that they're jealous of me, which I have to correct them. Don't be jealous of my flaw with the temperature of the weathers. Because sure, I may not like the heat, and I will sweat like two pigs running around just by standing still outside the door. But that is nothing compared to me standing outside in summer clothes while it's snowing, windy, and cold enough to damage my body and make me sick when I'm not able to tell just by the temperature. Because my body still takes the damage. I didn't see what it was, I'm just going with you. So like, I need, every time it's getting late autumn or winter, I need to check my skin to kind of predict when it's time to put on some more clothes. Because I will see if I'm starting to getting purple or stuff like that. If my skin is starting to turn purple, that means, alright, time for like a jacket or something. Man, you need something on your body, man. So that's why I always have to correct people that think they should be jealous about me not feeling the cold. They could wish that like they were resistant to the cold. Yes, that's I'm totally fine with. But do not tell me that you're jealous of me because I can't feel the cold temperature outside. Because that is dangerous. If I'm not really making sure that I notice when my skin are reacting to the colder air outside. So yeah. But as I was saying again, I just hope whatever weather you prefer during summer, I hope you have it and you're having a nice day. I had a pretty nice day, as you probably have seen on my community tab. I just managed to get 9 booster packs of Destiny Rivals, which is so important for me right now because I really want to pull the Team Rocket Nidokings. I would like to pull any Nidoking in general, but that's what I'm really looking for. And actually, to be frank, if I want to build a true Nidoking deck, I need a Nidoking line as well. So I'm really hoping that I'm pulling at least some of them. I have 90 cards to try to pull it. If I take out the energy and stuff like that, that's 9 cards with a possible Nidoking, Nidoqueen, or any of the lines pull. Because right now I own 1 Nidoking, 1 Nidoqueen, and 1 Nidorino. So if you can pull at least Nidorino and both the Nidorans, at least I have a whole line each I can put in a deck, which will be a start at least. And having the more Team Rocket cards, that would just be nice. Not because I'm villainous and I like Team Rocket in that way, but like it looks like a fun deck, and like I said, Nidoking is one of my best is one of the 3 top 1 Pokemon for me. So be able to build a Nidoking deck, I might even use that on my first ever tournament that will come around when the next season starts. But that's a future dilemma, and I have a couple of weeks, months to prepare and hopefully get the deck that is good enough that I might get a win or 2 on my first ever tournament in the league. And that's all I can kind of ask for. Like, I'm not in any shape or form thinking I have a chance to win a whole tournament, because I don't. I'm not gonna. But earning like 1 game match, or like having like all my matches end like in 2-1, that for me would be a nice first time turnaround in a season. And a season is long, so I might be able to get some. Well, but like for my ever first tournament, for me, if I can get, I'm hoping like I can do a 2-1 match. It means we go all 3 rounds in 1 match, and I get 1 win, and then probably lose. That is, if I can get at least 3 of those type of endings in a round, I will be a happy camper. Oh, Bear is evolving, which means now we have 2 water types. I probably should switch the Pokemon out, which I technically can't because I don't really need Barbaro if I have Psyduck or Frank, because in a Nuzlocke you truly do need to balance the typing as much as you can, and I would take away Tackle, because Tackle is not good, Water Gun is much better. I don't think I can switch Pokemon, right? Oh, I can! Alright. Cool. So we have a Bug, Rock, Ground, Water, Water. You know what? I will actually wait until I get through the forest and get all my counters over there. And now we just talk to you. Old man. Do you mind losing to my Frank? It would be so nice. Alright. Mr. Onyx. Mate Frank. He's not as dangerous as the New York Frank, but he's still a danger to you. Sturdy. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh. Why not? I mean, it just makes sense. Like, oh yeah, I'm boosting my defense. Dude, you have 1 HP. Even if you boosted, my scratch would still knock you out. Yep. And now we do. Repel. And yes. Karate Girl. Oh, Battle Girl, man. But this was very rude. He tried to take a stance like it looks like he's trying to kick my face before we start the fight. That's not very nice. That's a 2-hit KO. And you're confused. Perfect. Alright. Nice. Well, it's been going pretty easy so far. Then again, early game should be easy for anyone. If you have played Pokemon for a while. Because you know what's coming, you can prepare. Ooh, disable. That is pretty good. I think I will take away Tail Whip. Because I'm gonna mostly use my special move until I have better move elsewhere. But this Tail Whip is still pretty good. You wanna learn Endeavor? No. I'm not an Endeavor fan. Flame Wheel? Yes, please. You see, yeah, your attack is way higher, so... And I think you're the last trainer here. I have some items down below, but I can take that off camera. And alright, you're a Piplup. Duck versus Penguin. Let's have some fun. 2 flightless birds. Oh, Team Sky would cry. Team Sky would definitely cry as you've seen. 2 birds that can't fly. I'm sorry, Team Sky's Mikey. Alright, I'm gonna confuse you all the time. Man. Like, it would be nice to kind of do a Team Sky theme battle playthrough at some point. But I don't know if I should do... I don't think I should do it because Team Sky is M&J TV's brainchild. I need to come up with something on my own. Ooh, a spark. Yeah, you definitely need that. So yeah. But I do take the role of like Team Sky, Grunt, off cameras, because it's fun. Like I've done like bug Nuzlocke and stuff like that after seeing A-Drive doing it, and I have to say I kind of like it. Yes, please, heal my Pokemon. Just before show. So yeah, because it's like it was a great idea. First of all, like, having one type of a Nuzlocke, we can only catch one type of Pokemon. That is very innovative. It was a nice like change up for a regular Nuzlocke, because now you have like a harder time to get through, and bug type is like in the early games very weak. Oh yeah, it's Cheryl. But then they evolve quickly, so they have some powers for the early games. But if you like starting Kanto, you or Hoenn or Sinnoh, for instance, your first gym is a major disadvantage. Alright, Cheryl. Now let's see. Silcoons. I will be frank, I don't mind losing this encounter. Like, I will have so many encounters anyway, so I don't mind it. But this is a Nuzlocke, don't know when I'm gonna lose next Pokemon. So do I have anything? I don't want to use a Great Ball on you, not Dusk Ball. Sure. Let's see if we can capture it. Okay! I did not expect that. Okay, we did not lose the encounter! Well... now it's just nickname. Any good character I have for that? Man, I cannot... I don't think I have any good for it. So I need to come up with something. Let's go with May. From Hoenn. Because she had a Beautifly, so... and sent her a box. Well, that was the encounter, guys. Now I just need to get through this entire forest. It's quite bright in the camera, but not... Now why was not that my encounter? That would be so much nicer. I don't need to care about you. Can't get away, huh? Yeah, maybe I should have some faster Pokemon outside. Ouch. Well then. That has been... this is definitely like... I wish I had this instead of the outer thing. Type of scenario. Life do. Oh, come on. See, that's what Shanxi is like pain to fight. Because it's bulky like crazy, and have even evil height on it is even worse. But then we also have like, yeah, moves like heal it. Yeah, that's gonna be a trainer. I think like these cameras that make it so bright. I'm sorry we can't see all the trainers around. I think maybe because of the weather it looks slightly worse. Okay. Well, this could be not fun. Yeah, I did a good switch there. Didn't get poisoned. Well, let's flame wield you. Well, nuts. Not because they're gonna help Wumpo over there. But then again, I have moves to solve that problem. Yep, I'm not dealing with a flying type. Like the bug I have no control over because that's Dorrit's special thing to burn. But the flying part, no thank you. I would have no part in that. And you is just gonna harden anyway. So let's just power punch you. So I'm back to normal. The summon voice doesn't do much. This is gonna be fun. Because now I'm +1 in attack. And he's gonna be Sequo's gonna be +2 in defense. But it's already damaged a bit. Probably gonna get damaged more by disarming voice. So I think Flame will, yeah, Flame will still gonna do it. It's super effective, +1 attack, you're below half. Yeah, no problem. I don't know why I'm worrying. Oh, misclicked. Let's do it. And that's one thing I think that should have done, like in this version of the remakes. And like if you misclick where your opponent is supposed to stand in a double battle, you should not be able to hit. You should miss. Because you didn't click the Pokemon opponent, you clicked the space next to it, which is empty. They were yee. Alright, now that's a Pokeball. Now you are level 20 and we only wanted to get to that, so we're gonna just keep you there because I don't want to be too overpowered when I get there. So I will actually have Roxana, because if we're gonna have to have Onyx, like Steelix or Golem, I'd rather take a Golem, to be frank. I kinda... Steelix is nice, don't get me wrong, but I'm more of a Golem fan. The better I get. Alright. Nice! I got a comment. Yeah, so while I'm doing this recording, I actually have my old laptop, which I can't stream on or do anything with, because it was not built for that, and it's very old. But I have YouTube up right now. I'm taking and watching Purple Cliff opening 20 Prismatic Evolution boxes. Like, it's an old video, but like, why not? And this is just gonna be easy peasy, because it's not super effective, but Abra and most psychic Pokemon has bad physical defense. So yeah, even though Abra and Alakazam are terrifying, especially Alakazam is terrifying, but if you have a good physical attacker, you should not worry, as long as you go first. If you go second, you might should worry a bit, but if you go first, nah, it's nothing to worry about. Wing attack. Next Airbra. Smack it good. Get some level on Roxana. Yep. Thanks for the money. I would try not to do all the trainers if I can help it, because that is something, again, I can do outside of recording. Ain't that cute? That would be nice if I could get like a shiny Banero while I was in the forest, while having a few random encounters. That would be extremely nice. But sadly, no. Jar of honey, alright. Now we out. Yes, Cheryl. You have been successfully escorted outside the second part of the forest. Didn't I get anything? Don't you usually get a Zubat from her? What the? Or is that in platinum? Maybe that was platinum. Ah, darn it. Alright. Here we are, in Eternal City. Now. Ain't that good? That was healing our Pokemon. Oh, they have your Baneri right. Thanks. Oh yeah, and I can check the friendship of my Pokemon. That's pretty good. Now, this is the house that you want to go inside as soon as you get there. Because this gentleman should give you the underground patches. Yes. Thank you, Explorer Kit. Now we can go underground. But we will explore that a bit next episode. Okay, we can go get the tutorial right here. I have no... Okay, I'm this. Bye-bye. In here we have work. And of course, here we are. Well, while we are here, let's get our encounter. But I will also say, now we have this, our encounter rate will be a lot better. Well, I went in here, so I need to pick one of these. Alright, alright. In that case, I want you. Okay, where's the level difference in here? 16, okay. Not bad, not bad. I'm not scared, I'm not scared. Nice. Oh, hoo-hoo. Recover? Darn. Well, that's gonna be annoying. Well, I have one great ball. Let's try to use it. Let's press B. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Stay in there. Well, it's a slug. Cool, so we're kind of looking like a slime, maybe. So I only have one slime character. I need a nickname for a slime character I've seen in anime. So we know exactly what that's gonna be. Oh, Sandstorm is good to keep. Well, you don't need tackle. Rock Punch to speed you up. Sandstorm to damage the opponents. And then defense skill and rollout is just a perfect combination. Because if you use defense skill then rollout, you start with a higher damage output, which is always nice. And of course, females, yeah, it's gonna sue. Center box. But it's very nice. It's a shallows, I would say, because I showed my friends oh yeah, there you go. So now Cheryl and what is it? Gastron for my friends, and first reaction of one of them was just, what is that abomination? And I laughed so hard because like Gastron, like, is a snail, a sea snail, so like it's supposed to look a bit off. But yeah, that's the first time I ever had that reaction to anyone seeing Gastrodon for the first time. That's pretty funny. So yeah, that encounter is the last thing we are gonna do for this episode. I'm gonna do all the rest of the tutorial outside camera and face the trainers I didn't face in the forest, and then we do some encounters next episode, go through the gym. But we will actually not start inside this city next episode. No, we're going fully back to Rustburg City and then Jubal City. Now let me take it back. I will go there after I've done all that. So it's not, next episode is not gonna be a gym thing at all. It's just gonna be encounters and stuff, because now when I have this, here's the with the Explorer kit, I have now able to get encounters in Orberg City and Jubilee City and Floroma Town. Because this is how I intend to use the Explorer kit. Most people using this with, you can only catch one per batch. I see this in a different way, and my way is, now you can go down in any city that you can't really have an encounter in, go into the first room next to you, and then you have an encounter there. No matter which room you go in, there's where you have to find your encounter. Unless all of those are dupes claws, then you got to go out and go back in until you find someone you haven't caught yet. So we will have a bunch of encounters, because in these 3 cities I can't get the encounter otherwise. This is how. Explorer kit. So that's been all for today, folks, and have a great evening for the rest of your Saturday, and have a great Sunday. Until next time, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like this video, and I see you in the next video. Bye!